welcome back to the WFCN Game of the Week. We are now back, hopefully for good. We've had some technical difficulties, but you haven't missed too terribly much. It's 22-8. The Tigers are down to the they've not corrected that yet, about the 1 or 2 yard line.
No, it was an incomplete
pass.
pass.
That was an incompletion.
So
11 yards.
They're out where they were. They've marched down the field. They forced a turnover. They're down to the 12-yard line, but they've only got 2 seconds remaining in this first half, so a big play coming here.
And once again, don't miss the Johnny Logan College Why Would You Go Anywhere Else halftime show that's coming up right after the half here on WFCN News. They've got 2 seconds, but they're going to go with
Jose Mendez looking for the kick.
Yeah. Here we go, and that is blocked by the Redbirds, and that is the end of the first half. So it'll be 22-8 as we go to halftime here on the Swinford Media Group. Johnny Logan College Why Would You Go Anywhere Else halftime show coming up right after this.
Field goal is incomplete.
The teachers are really good, they're understanding.
All our faculty here teach from experience.
I love it. It's so hands-on.
They want to see us succeed.
There's so many options, so many things they can choose from.
I wasn't just another statistic out there.
My advisors and my professors have been very helpful.
I've felt completely at home from the first day.
Everyone has been so welcoming and helpful and encouraging. It's made it really easy. So I would for sure recommend John A.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard gives me a lot of opportunities. I have the ability to serve close to home, wherever that may be in the volunteer state. It also provides tuition benefits, making it possible to get the education I've always wanted. And since my service is part-time, I can pursue my dream job in the career field I choose. With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Thanks for watching this live stream of Southern Illinois High School football on the WFCN News Game of the Week. The action is brought to you by Swinford Media Group and all of our sponsors. Watermark Auto Group, John A. Logan College, Black Diamond Family of Businesses, Illinois Army National Guard, Anderson Boys Trash Service.
It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what John A. Logan does for you.
Oasis Home Center is Southern Illinois' premier showcase for the largest selection of the best appliances, flooring, cabinets, and more. Visit Oasis Home Center, where inspiration meets unbeatable value. Explore our showroom and discover why we're the region's trusted choice for home upgrades. The Oasis experts offer up to 4 years interest-free financing and no money down options on the area's greatest choice of manufacturers. Oasis Home Center in Marion. Online anytime at oasishomecenter.world.
Hey, this is Michael Anderson, owner of Anderson Boys Trash Service. We are locally owned and operated. We are reliable and affordable. Weekly trash service. I look forward to hearing from you soon. I appreciate you, and my family appreciate the business.
Now serving residential and commercial properties with roll-off dumpster rentals available. Call 618-925-1215 or find us on Facebook at Anderson Boys Trash Service.
Your dream wedding gown awaits at Blush and Ivory Bridal, the most recommended bridal boutique in Southern Illinois. At Blush and Ivory, you won't be lost in the crowd. With every private appointment, the entire boutique is yours. Just you, your loved ones, and your personal stylist. Together, you'll discover a curated selection of gowns, veils, and accessories to create the bridal look you've always imagined. And say yes for the dress that brings out the bride in you. Schedule your private appointment today at Blush and Ivory Bridal, 307 North Market Street in Marion. Call 618-882-926.
Welcome to Wit and Wisdom, located at 202 North Market in downtown Marion, Illinois. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5. Stop in and check out our spirit wear, custom tees, embroidery services, and more, all in a historical boutique setting. Check us out anytime online at www.witandwisdomstore.com.
Welcome you back. The coaches at Crown Brew getting coffee.
All right, welcome back to the WFCN Game of the Week. We are here at the Harrison Bruce Sports Complex in Herrin, where it is currently Redbirds 22, Tigers 8. We've been dealing with a whole lot of technical difficulties tonight. We do definitely apologize for that. We're not sure if it's on our internet or if it's on something else, but we're trying to work through it. Just if you're seeing this stream or having any issues with it, be sure to let us know, and we'll try to resolve that. This is, once again, the John A. Logan College Why Would You Go Anywhere Else halftime show. Garrett, talk a little bit about that first half. The Tigers, they finally broke through towards the end of the half, but the Redbirds were quite a team to beat here in the first quarter. They put up 3 touchdowns over the Tigers to the 22-8 score we're at right now.
Yeah, Herrin's actually got all the momentum, and it could have been even closer if they could have cashed in there to close the first half. Had it on the goal line, had a look, but could not get some points. But like you mentioned, Aaron, halfway through the second, they were down 22-0, and then got a touchdown with minute 46 left. Forced a fumble, get it back, got down near the goal line, could not get that second score. But momentum's all in favor of the Herrin Tigers right now, and they're going to start with the football. They're going to have a good look at cutting this to a one-score game, and things will get real interesting if they're able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, one thing about this game we get the chance to see is a lot of younger players. Herrin has a younger-led team, West Frankfort, but both teams, I'll say this, both teams have a new quarterback this year. As we mentioned in the pregame show, the Tigers lost a lot of their starters last year, so they're kind of rebuilding their team once again this year. And West Frankfort has a few returning starters, but this year.
Well, they still have Lucas Parker.
Right.
That was
yes.
their quarterback, and he's back. You just lose their main guy, their running back, Travion Johnson,
Yes.
their big workhorse, and that's been their big hole in terms of what they need to fill. I think through a week and a half, because you're through 6 of 8 quarters, so 1.5 weeks of football, they've done a pretty dang good job of filling that void. And if they play another solid half of football, they have a good shot to get through 2 weeks 2-0.
Yeah. Do you have any other scores from across the region you want to mention tonight? I know there's a lot of other contests going on tonight, as still early in the season, but great to see what these teams can do early on.
Yeah, I got a bunch of scores in. All these are halftime scores, so if these games have started their third period, that's not the score I'm giving you. I'm giving you what it was at the half. That's where I've got them all slated right now. So Murfreesboro 20-0 over AJ. DuQuoin 35-0 over Harrisburg.
Wow.
Bit of a shocker there. Carterville 14-6 at the half over Nashville. Carterville rocking and rolling off that win over Marion last week. Johnston City 22-0 over Christopher at the half. Let's see, Marion's up big on Granite City. That's 36-0. 25-14 Mount Vernon over Carbondale. That's probably a pretty good ball game there. A couple of South 7 schools. Benton 49-0. They're going for some records over in Benton on points scored on the season, and right now they are scoring at an alarming rate for other teams. Let's see what else. 14-8 Sesser leading Hamilton County. Sesser trying to rebound from a loss in week 1 to Flora, who's been a pleasant surprise in the Black Diamond. Centralia 9-8 over Cahokia at the half. And pretty much sums it up. We got a few other ones in there, but Massac County bouncing back. They're up 28-0 on Ballard County, Kentucky.
All right. Thank you very much, Garrett. And a lot of great games here in week 2, and we're going to see 2 of those teams you just mentioned in week 3 next week as the Rangers take on the Red Devils in Murfreesboro. So that'll be a good game to see next week. Talk a little bit about obviously as we head here into the third quarter. Tigers, as you mentioned, Garrett, have that momentum. But other than limiting the mistakes, is there anything that kind of impressed Tigers team for the first time this season?
I've actually been pleasantly surprised with Herrin's offensive output today. Their defense has been fine. I never had a question about their defense, even though they gave up a lot of points, against Benton. But offenses make teams go in high school football, and the sophomore Jackson Hudson, a little shaky at the beginning, but he's settled in. I like their weapons at their skill positions. Really like the Hughes kid that's really added a big X factor on the ground with a couple of injuries in there to a couple of their key guys. But he got going, and then Herrin got going. So he provided some momentum, and the Tigers got on the board. But I know it's 22-8. I know it's a 2-score game, but it's definitely not a given that Frankfort's going to walk away with this victory. And Herrin's got a real prime opportunity to cut this to 1 score as they get the ball to begin the third quarter. I think a problem that Frankfort could run into is could Herrin score too quickly. I think the Tigers are very capable of scoring in a quick manner, who likes to take their time in their possession. So if it gets into where teams are going back and forth, I think that will benefit Herrin. If teams are bouncing back and forth, scoring touchdown after each other, it just puts more pressure on the team that's out there for more plays. And I think Frankfort would probably be on the field offensively with more plays, even though that might hurt there's more opportunities to maybe cough up a football or make a mistake. And that's something you could see. But both sides' defense a big thing here in the second half.
Let's go ahead and take a look at some highlights from the game so far. We still got about 3 minutes before the second half begins. I'll let you take a look here as well, Garrett. This is early in the game. As we mentioned, the Redbirds had quite a bit of momentum, but Herrin did start this game off with quite the exclamation point.
Yeah, that first play, sorry to cut you off real quick, but I think that was Etheridge who had a good showing. when he was healthy. He got banged up a little bit. But they had some breakout plays between Etheridge and Hobson.
High school girls basketball team. One of the Redbirds touchdowns there.
That was the Peyton Allen 22-yarder. And look at this interception from Osborne.
That was quite an interception for the Redbirds, and Tigers looking to answer back there. They had a great gain there from Rylan Ladueda. And then there is their first touchdown of the season right there from Jacoby Stubbs. And then there is the successful 2-point conversion on the quarterback keeper from Jackson Hudson. So, yeah, that's kind of a quick recap of what we've seen so far in this game. Still a lot of football to be played. Still anyone's game. It's not like it's 50-0 or something, where there's still a lot of game to be played. So the Tigers can keep up the momentum here. They still have a real shot here in this game. So we're going to go ahead and take another quick break. We'll be right back. We've got about 2 minutes left, and we'll bring the second half to you here live from the Harrison Bruce Sports Complex. This is the WFCN News Game of the Week.
Oasis Home Center is Southern Illinois' premier showcase for the largest selection of the best appliances, flooring, cabinets, and more. Visit Oasis Home Center, where inspiration meets unbeatable value. Explore our showroom and discover the region's trusted choice for home upgrades. The Oasis experts offer up to 4 years interest-free financing and no money down options on the area's greatest choice of manufacturers. Oasis Home Center in Marion. Online anytime at oasishomecenter.world.
Your dream wedding gown awaits at Blush and Ivory Bridal, the most recommended bridal boutique in Southern Illinois. At Blush and Ivory, you won't be lost in the crowd. With every private appointment, the entire boutique is yours. Just you, your loved ones, and your personal stylist. Together, you'll discover a curated selection of gowns, veils, and accessories to create the bridal look you've always imagined. And say yes to the dress that brings out the bride in you. Schedule your private appointment today at Blush and Ivory Bridal, 307 North Market Street in Marion. Call 618-882-926.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard is... With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Welcome back to the WFCN News Game of the Week. We're just about ready to start the third quarter here in Herrin, and Tigers with the momentum right now. They're on the board. 22-8 is your score. Redbirds leading over the Herrin Tigers. Weather's cooperating tonight. We had a couple sprinkles. Really nice night for some football. That's something that's been going right the whole night. Our internet connection hasn't, but it looks like we're okay now, at least for the time being, hopefully, here on the Swinford Media Group. Week one, really, for WFCN Game of the Week. We had a joint broadcast last week, working with a lot of new equipment tonight, so we're all kind of in a learning curve tonight with some Week 2 football in Herrin, but hopefully it's all looking good on the viewer's end. Just about ready to get underway here in Herrin.
Yeah, I'm ready to see Herrin's opening drive of the second half. Can they keep the momentum that they built late in that second quarter? Can they keep it going?
Well, that's another big thing, too. A big advantage for Herrin is obviously the Redbirds kicked off to begin this game. Herrin deferred, so big advantage here to keep up that momentum. Quentin Osborne kicking for the Redbirds. That is low on the ground. Number 5,
25. And he'll get out to around the 32. Frankfort over Herrin. 9:04 to go in quarter three.
Any other updates so far, Garrett, on some other scores of games in our region?
Oh, I don't know, but I can find out. I'll look.
Okay.
We'll see what we got here. We'll see if we got any updated since the half. DuQuoin's still up big. They're up 41-0 in the fourth. Carterville and Nashville in a good one, tied 14 apiece.
Wow.
In the third.
At Nashville, I believe. I think they're at Nashville this week.
We got our schedule up here.
Yeah,
I'll be able to tell you right now. Carterville is at home.
At home.
The game is in Carterville. All the other ones still at half as of last word. JC's extended their lead up 30 on Christopher.
So the Herrin Tigers will have another shot here. Still 9 minutes to go, and we're only in the third quarter, so you never know. Things can always change, but the Tigers are going to need to change that now if they want to have a shot. Here's the kick. And they're going to be just past the 30-yard line. He's passing the 35, past the 40, past the 50, past the 40, past the 30, and he's finally brought down at the 30-yard line. That's Jacoby Stubbs on a huge return for the Herrin Tigers, and that puts a little bit of spark in their, spark in their offense.
Yeah, definitely a jolt there, and Stubbs has their lone touchdown, and now he's got a big return play to get this offense on.
First and 10 Tigers on the 30-yard line. And, if, like I just said, Garrett, if you're going to want to have a shot, scoring quick is the best way to do that. So now they're within striking distance.
Hudson back to work out of the shotgun. Hughes to his right. That's where he'll go. He works off the left side. First down. And brought down out around the 30-yard line.
Logan Walters on the stop for the Redbirds. 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and 1.
So it'll be just a 1 yard to go for the Tigers on a 9-yard gain. Second down and just 1 yard. Ball out near the 20-yard line. Tigers looking to get to double digits. 8 minutes left here in the third quarter. Here's the snap. Looked like he found a man there for a second, but it was a little bit too tall. Pass is incomplete, so it'll be 3rd and 1 now for the Tigers. That pass intended for Braden Burnt. One of just a few seniors on the Tigers team. And here's the snap. It'll be a quarterback keeper, and it's a strong hit there on the right near the 15-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Herrin Tigers.
Eli Tripp pushed him out of bounds for the Redbirds.
Looks like they're going to place the ball on the 22-yard line. Correction, 17-yard line. Here's the snap. Hands off to Dennis Hughes, and that'll be a short gain.
Hughes, the ball carrier. Tackled by a flock of Redbirds. 4-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Looks like we got an injured player on the field now with a 4-yard gain. It'll be a Redbird player. We always see a lot of injuries early in the season. We saw a ton last week as Marion took on Carterville, and so far we've seen quite a few tonight as well. So Hopefully this isn't too bad, though. Looks like the Redbirds are going to walk off the field and let the trainer tend to the injured Redbird down near the 10-yard line. So with that, we'll take a quick injury timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching the WFCN Game of the Week.
We want to help students when they come right out of high school, but we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college, and after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college. And I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what John A. Logan does for you.
Hey, this is Michael Anderson, owner of Anderson Boys Trash Service. We are locally owned and operated. We are reliable and affordable. Weekly trash service. I look forward to hearing from you soon. I appreciate you, and my family appreciate the business.
Now serving residential and commercial properties with roll-off dumpster rentals available. Call 618-925-1215 or find us on Facebook at Anderson Boys Trash Service.
I'm excited to represent Southern Illinois when playing basketball for SIU, and it's important to me to give back to this region. That's important to BankFirst Bank also, and it's one of the reasons that I'm proud to be a customer. They support their communities, and with their mobile app, I can check my accounts, make payments, and more, all on my time. Plus, they offer a Saluki Visa debit card that supports SIU scholarships and athletics. That was an easy one for me. BankFirst Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
Black Diamond Harley-Davidson presents Why I Ride.
Hi, I'm Les Ingram, and this is Why I Ride. I taught special education for 28 years. I haven't drank in 34 years. I needed something to relieve the stress, and the bike does it wonderfully. I've been riding 34 years. I currently have, through the Harley Owners Group, Ride 365, I have 649,607 miles. As a matter of fact, I don't want to go anywhere unless I'm traveling on the Harley.
The teachers are really good, they're understanding.
All our faculty here teach from experience.
I love it. It's so hands-on.
They want to see us succeed.
There's so many options, so many things they can choose from.
I wasn't just another statistic out there.
My advisors and my professors have been very helpful.
I've felt completely at home from the first day.
Everyone has been so welcoming and helpful and encouraging. It's made it really easy. So I would for sure recommend John A.
Hi Wildcat fans, I'm Brad Poole, president of the Watermark Auto Group. I invite you to come experience the fastest, friendliest, and fairest car buying in our little corner of the world. Our friendly sales representatives will provide you in writing with our best price, trade value, monthly payments, all within minutes of your request. No pressure, no hurdles, no tricks, and no surprises. Experience the Watermark difference for yourself at Watermark Ford Hyundai or Watermark Nissan of Marion. Fast, friendly, fair. That's Watermark.
Welcome you back. The coaches at Crown Brew getting coffee.
Oasis Home Center is Southern Illinois' premier showcase for the largest selection of the best appliances, flooring, cabinets, and more. Visit Oasis Home Center, where inspiration meets unbeatable value. Explore our showroom and discover why we're the region's trusted choice for home upgrades. The Oasis experts offer up to 4 years interest-free financing and no money down options on the area's greatest choice of manufacturers. Oasis Home Center in Marion. Online anytime at oasishomecenter.world.
Welcome back to the WFCN Game of the Week. Just giving you a quick update. We are still in an injury timeout. We do have a down Redbird on the field out near the 10-yard line. He's been out there for quite a while now. Head coach Brian Veery, the trainer. Jackson Hudson, the quarterback once again, and should be just a few yards to go for the Herrin Tigers. Timeout's going to be called for another injured player. This time, another injured Redbird. Man, we've had quite a bit of injuries tonight, Garrett. It's unfortunate to see this early in the season. We had Jayton Hobson for the Tigers that was brought out of the game earlier, and we just had another injured Redbird brought out of the game, and now another injured player on the field.
It's very unfortunate. That's part of it. Football, it's a contact sport, and a lot of guys, butting heads and banging against each other, and it's the risk you run whenever you play a sport like football.
Yeah.
Aaron, I was thinking, what do you think of their scoreboard over there, lighting over there? If we got it panned over right now on our camera already. What do you think of that?
Thank you very much to Quincy for finding something to put on the board.
Let's get the.
We were here last year. The first game that they brought that new board in, I believe, first or second. It was very early in the season.
I'll take your word for it.
And it was kind of mid-season, I think, when they put it up, and I love it. I mean, I think obviously the Tiger neon on top is very unique for the Tigers. They completely redid that. That's always, anytime they get a touchdown, they light that up. There it says Tigers, and then for those who aren't familiar, it says touchdown right under Tigers, and it blinks when there's a touchdown. So that's very unique for them. And I like how they have the scoreboard where it says Herrin Tigers on the top. Although that's not neon, it kind of matches the neon on the top. So
you're really breaking it down.
I am, man. I love talking about graphics and stuff.
Okay, what about the tiger head down here? If we can pan down there, if we're able to do that.
Yeah, let's look at the tiger head. I mean, that's kind of like the big Indian helmet they have over in Johnston City. It's just very unique to the Tigers. I don't know what else to say.
I'd like to have that. I'd like to have that. I'd put that out in the front yard.
Well, hey, they don't play football during Christmas, so.
Hey, wonder if you could drive something through it. Do you get one wide enough, drive your vehicles through it?
I'll call a friend of mine, Nathaniel Wilson, who's their superintendent, and I'll call him tomorrow and I'll say, hey, that big Tiger inflatable, they don't use it during the winter, so y'all just put that in your front yard. That'd be a good decoration, right?
Oh yeah.
First and goal for the Tigers. We're back in action after the injured Redbird is 10-2, and hopefully we don't have another one here. 7 minutes, 24 seconds. Tigers just 5 yards out from making this closer game and getting into double digits. Here's the snap. That's Dennis Hughes.
He's pretty close.
He is.
Tackled just short of the goal line.
Yeah, it's going to be just short, maybe a yard or two. Tigers will want to definitely run the ball here. It's just on the 1 yard line. Should be an easy touchdown, and there's a flag on the field. We'll see who that's against.
Flag on the play. Offsides against West Frankfort.
Offsides against West Frankfort is the call.
Still second down.
Half the distance to a goal when it's 1 yard is pretty close, Garrett.
Don't even need a full yard now.
No. Just force it right up the gut, and you have yourselves a touchdown. Tigers will take anything they can get here as got 6 minutes left. Here's the snap, and that will be a touchdown for the Tigers. Jackson Hudson will bring it in himself. So it'll be 30-14. That score sounds a little more doable for the Tigers now. Still behind by 16, but there's still time left. 6 minutes, 35 seconds here in the third quarter, and we still have a whole other quarter to go. So we'll see what they go for here, if they go for the extra point or the 2-point conversion. What's your thoughts on Jackson Hudson so far tonight, Garrett?